Hey people, I am coming at you live from my unfinished office. It's Shaquille for my newer followers, aka Riley, aka Fairy Glow Mother, you know, we in here. Anyway, I've been trying to be really intentional about being more transparent with you guys, and I've been an entrepreneur for 76 days. I am co-founder of Cedar Wolf Media Group, as well as the owner of Fairy Fresh Foods, a meal prep concept that's plant-based. We're still growing, working out what we want to do there, but it's been really exciting so far. And just wanted to come share some things with you guys today about my journey and why I am the way I am and how I got to this point. So for me, it's like one day you wake up and you just stop wanting to die. So that's a little dramatic, but I mean, it's true. Like, I was so super depressed. This is back in 2015. I was living and working in Louisiana and had just come out of a very traumatic couple of months of my life and was starting my journey as a teacher through Teach for America. And I got super sick. I got super sick. I was being tested for lupus. I was being tested for lymphoma, some random other cancers. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I had like these rashes all over my body. Like, I was breaking out in hives. I was fainting. I had super low blood pressure. Like, I would get nauseous randomly and just like brain fog, memory problems, like. And I was so depressed to the point I didn't even want to die. I just didn't want to exist. And so I think that's difficult. That's dark. That's super dark. But I was absolutely miserable. So that was the sickest I'd ever been in my life. Like, my mom was terrified, like my family and friends. I totally just went missing off the face of the earth. And I felt like I was trapped and suffocating every day. And I didn't want to live like that anymore. Like, I'm tearing up just thinking about it, how far I've come. And even right now, like, my team members are just sending me a text. I'm very proud of you. Shout out to you for that encouragement. But I didn't want to live like that anymore. And I was like forcing myself to fit in molds that didn't serve me. And even though they did find out later, I was like exposed to a very poisonous strain of black mold. It took years to get it out of my system, and I felt like no one understood what I was going through. And from an ego standpoint, I wasn't willing to admit that I made the wrong decision. So I went against my intuition initially when I went there. Even during the interview process, there was like a 10-car pileup that wouldn't allow me to get to the interview, and I had to reschedule it. But I didn't think about that, you know. I actually got a job offer in Charleston in 2015 and decided to go to Louisiana instead because I was trying to escape the people, places, and things that I was already associated with. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go start a new life, get it together, do this and that, and truly was ignoring my calling. So I didn't know what that was at the time. I'm getting more clarity on that now, but I say all that to say, like, one day my roommates at the time were like, oh, let's go get something to eat. And I live right off of College Avenue by LSU. So there was plenty of food places all around there in this little shitty apartment. Like, on a teacher salary, we were paying like $400 a month each for that apartment, and just like barely making it because we were broke. But anyway, I remember walking across the parking lot and I was so nauseous and the world started spinning. We ended up getting to the restaurant and my roommate said like, hey, you know, what do you want? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to the house because I feel so sick. And they were like, you want us to walk you back? And I was like, nah, I'm good. Didn't even make it across the parking lot. The next thing I know, I'm looking up. All I see is the sky. I passed out in the middle of a parking lot. My body had completely shut down at that point. It was like, nah, sis, you got to get out of this situation. So I realized that I had been taking care of everything else but myself. And I was creating problems in my life because I was trying to force myself to fit in a mold that didn't serve me at all. And a lot of other crazy shit happened after that, but you know, if y'all want me to get into it, I will later. But that very day, I made a decision that I was not going to accept that kind of life for myself. And I had a really great conversation with one of my friends right before I was recording this video. And she said, I wrote it down. She said, sometimes the biggest lesson that you can learn is that you need to move towards things instead of away from things. So for me, I had an escapism mindset for a long time. Like, I need to get away from this or get away from that. When in reality, I should have been rooted in what I wanted. I wanted joy. I wanted peace. I wanted health. I wanted understanding. So me quitting and leaving that situation was not me running away from things. It was running towards things that were in alignment with what was meant for me. So I packed up everything I had, literally everything I had. At the time I had like, I want to say I had a Nissan Rogue. It was a blue Nissan Rogue. I packed up every single thing I had in that apartment besides the mattress, which I tried to sell on Craigslist or something when I came back to get the rest of my stuff. Packed it all up, drove 14 hours straight back to South Carolina. Was playing Drake the whole way through. I don't have a fuck to give. I've been moving state to state. But anyway, I decided, I was like, okay, well, you know, I quit this program in the middle of it. It was October when I quit. I started with them in May. And I was like, I'm broke. I gave up. I don't have any money. Like, I'm in debt because that's a story for a different day. But I say all that to say, like, I started getting into like the law of attraction principles and The Secret and manifesting what you want into your life and becoming in alignment with God and just in alignment with yourself, which is the same thing, by the way. Story for a different day. But I faced a lot of doubt because I was so used to being a perfectionist. It's so hard for people that like feel like you have the need to fix everything and take care of everything. It's so hard for you to let go of what doesn't serve you. So because you feel like you're quitting when in reality you're realigning. So the conflict that I experienced was an inner battle in like, am I capable of going after what I want? So you have to know without a shadow of a doubt that things will work towards your favor and towards your highest good if you're doing what you got to do. So I ended up, after going through these law of attraction principles and The Secret, which a lot of people are familiar with, manifesting everything that I wanted into my life. So even now I'm still manifesting stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure I manifested my house. Like, I manifested my last job. I manifested tremendous opportunities, partnerships, people in my life. And so I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. It's like not all sunshine and rainbows. I know I'm always empowering people and being really intentional about sharing things, but in reality, I came from a deep, deep, dark place to be able to be where I am today. And I think I'm being more transparent about that process. And hopefully, you know, when I share again, the video won't be this long. But I did promise you guys, like last year, that I was working on a law of attraction course. So you can see kind of some of the steps that I took to get myself in a new mindset to be able to bring these things in my life. So that will be coming in October. And I'm just really grateful for all of you because the energy that we exchange, whether it's an encouraging word, whether it's you like getting something from something that I post, selfishly, I have to say that that's for me to stay rooted and know that everything is working out in my favor. So if you guys get something from it too, it's awesome to me. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this journey will take us. I have an innate understanding that everything works out for us. It works out for me. It works out for you. It works out for your cousin, your auntie, your friend, your man, your woman, whoever. However you identify, things are working out towards your highest good at every time, every point, every moment. And it's beautiful, right? So hopefully you got something from that. If you didn't, don't like it.